because she's getting. There you go. I can see you. Hey, Anna, how are you? Hi, Carolyn. I'm glad you're on time. I wish we were on time. We're getting there. We're getting there, girls. Okay, I think we're ready, Doris. Okay, uh, so we'd like to welcome you. Hey, Christy and Ann. Ann, I love those beds you found today. I'm super excited. I think those are going to be great for auctioning. Ann was at the thrift store. She found little like doll beds with old spools, wooden spools. So I'm super excited. She's going to make little quilts for them and bring them to the shop for an auction. So tune in August. Hey, Susan and Anita and Jenny. Oh, you were on Monday watching. Sorry. Well, that's why we have the date scrolling at the bottom, because it's very, very easy to be on the wrong one. Welcome, Sue. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Joanne. Victor, Riri. Welcome, everybody. No waves to Roger, Victor. Roger is in Kansas City. He's visiting all of his brothers. So they had a sibling reunion. So Doris is going to be videoing. Thank God for Doris. And so we have a lot of things on today's sale, although not as many as normal because it's been busy in the shop all day. Oh, my phone is like vibrating in my back pocket, but it's telling me that we're going live. Thanks for that update. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's see what we have here. Carolyn, I'm glad you made it on time. Hi, Beverly Ann and Sharon. Let's see. Hey, Connie, it's good to see you, and Sue. Oh my gosh, Connie, thank you for my necklace. I was trying to, because I opened up the package, and I do love the packaging you shipped it in. I'm going to save that forever. Every time I send Roger to the post office with his big fluorescent green mail bag, I'm going to say, oh, that's from Connie. I think it's like an AccuQuilt bag, you know, that they give you like at shows or something. And she used that to like package around my package. But thank you, Connie. I've been eating the chocolate all day. So anyways, if you're, hey, Angie, how are you? Thank you for going to dinner with me last night. It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again soon. Hey, Nicole and Lynn and Peggy, welcome everybody. So if you're new to watching, we do this every Monday and Wednesday at 4:00. Mondays, we try to do a demo and teach you something. Wednesdays, it's just like the Home Shopping Network. We're just going to hold up a bunch of things to show you. We, a lot of times we have a lot of good deals that we only offer on these Facebook Lives. So a lot of times when we're trying to clean up space because we have new fabric lines. So I think we've gotten in 3 new fabric lines that we haven't even unboxed. So we got to make room. We just have to make room. So we're going to...
Connie says it looks great on you. And the other one was, what's the necklace made of?
I think wooden beads, but I'm not positive because it's very, very lightweight, which is good because when they're too heavy, I can't wear them. But it's super lightweight. You don't even know. And then it's covered in fabric, and there's holes in each end where it's strung. So I would say wooden beads, except for they're so lightweight that they have to be hollow wooden beads. I don't know. I have no idea.
White woods. Yeah. Not all wood is oak.
Well, I mean, I feel it. It's super light.
It's balsa wood.
Maybe.
It's balsa wood. Balsa wood's really light. It floats.
We're going to have to find it.
Connie's the one that can answer.
We're going to have to find the beads so that we can do a make and take project so everybody can have beads just like us. Okay, so if you're watching, some things we have are going to be limited, but most things we have enough for everybody. So all you have to do, we have the fan on because, you know, I've been complaining about how it's so warm in here. Well, apparently our air conditioner is broke. It's been broke. It doesn't work. So Roger's out of town. So I called the air conditioner guy and I said, oh my God, I'm old and I'm so hot. So he came in, he said the compressor's dead. $13,000 for a new compressor. So now you guys have to buy a lot of stuff. Phyllis said she's going to buy a lot of stuff because she wants a new air conditioner because she's sweating in here. She had to like just stand in front of the fan to dry off. It was a sweatshop before. Now it's just a sweaty shop. Anyway, so we're going to hold up a bunch of items. Oh, this is a giveaway. Here, let me pick a giveaway name real quick. I know, Nicole, well, Las Vegas has to be 1,083 degrees. Okay, Charity, you are the winner of the label panel. Charity, if you're on, let us know. You're the winner of the label panel by Kathy Holden. If you weren't the lucky winner and you want to purchase it, we're going to hold up a bunch of items today, and they're going to all have a special number like this. So S69 is $3. So if you want to buy these cute little labels, they're vintage looking. It's a panel, and you get 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 30 labels, I think, for $3. That makes them like 30 cents a piece or less. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the right math.
Yeah. Math on the fly, sometimes inaccurate. S69, $3 a panel. So if you need a panel, S69 is $3.
It's close.
You could sew these into, like if you wanted to take them to a wedding and have everybody do signatures on them, you could then make a wedding quilt, which would be fun. S69, that's a good idea. I might do that because my sister's getting married in October. S69 is $3 for the panels. And I did not hear Charity. It was only 117 in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Only?
Only.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm so sad, Kathleen, that it keeps freezing. Okay, I don't see Charity on, so I'm going to pick another winner out of the basket. Oh, I've got Victor. I'm pretty sure I saw that he was on.
Oh, yeah, Victor.
So you get your name in the drawing for sharing. If you share our live feed or that we are going live with all your friends, just let us know and we'll put your name in the drawing. So we've got, here, I'm going to save this for a later drawing. I know, Anita, I tried to tell, I have warned her. I have warned her significantly. Like, you've lived with him for 9 years, you might as well keep living with him. Okay, I'm going to put giveaways up here so in the morning I can sort through orders faster. S51, this is an Alexander Henry panel of Frida, and we only have about 6 of these left. So if you want this panel, S51 is $13. S51 is $13. And then I'm going to show you what I did with the panel. Right here. I'm going to bring it to you so you don't have to trip over any cords, Doris. So I just bedazzled and collaged and did all kinds of crazy stuff here. Uh-oh. Phyllis has lost her page.
It's gone. I didn't touch it.
Okay, I'm going to come find it for you. So if you want the panel for Frida, but I ordered a ton of Alexander Henry stuff when we knew they were going closing. So I did, with most of it I did not get. It was already gone. But I did get another Frida panel that's brand new. And I'm going to, hang on a second. Let me get Phyllis up and running again. The heat, I think, is killing everybody. Okay, there.
Okay, I didn't touch it.
You got a link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the newest one that I just got in. If you want something different or you need a different color palette, S50 is $13. And I think, honestly, I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie of Frida, of her life, or if you read the book about her. But, you know, she was in that car accident when she was a teenager, and her body was curved. So to me, this panel represents her better, more accurately than the other one. But I love them both, but I can see a lot of fun embellishing with this one also. So S50 is the Frida panel. If you don't want to make a wall hanging, you can always cut parts of it and make it into a tote bag. You can fussy cut. You can do all kinds of fun things. So S50 is the brand new Frida panel that we just got in. S50. And we got a lot of panels today because I'm trying to clean up. We do have Doris's. What happened?
Nothing. I'm just going, I'm jiggly.
Kathleen, I need some of my energy too. Hey, Stephanie. Okay, so Doris made this specifically for Connie. Oh, mine just died too. Please ensure that you're connected to the internet. Okay.
That must mean the internet's spotting in here.
As long as yours is good, we're still filming.
Yeah.
S87 is if you want a finished penguin ornament. You can't have this one because this one belongs to Connie. But if you want all the material in a kit to make your own penguin, it's S88 for $6. So we've got it so you can buy it either way. If you need a Christmas ornament, if you want to give these ornaments to all your friends, they're super cute. I don't know, do you mean me bring it closer so you can really get the detail?
That's good. That's pretty close.
We've got the cute little penguin. If you want the wool penguin all felted, already made and ready to give or put on gift bags, they're $7, already finished. S87 is for the finished one. S87 is for the finished one. S88 is all the supplies you need, all the wool that you need to create it yourself.
Thanks, Connie.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can get the kit to make them yourself. S88 is $6 for the kit to make it for yourself. If you want them already made, Doris is going to spend 1,000 hours to make $1. I tried to advise her against that, but she loves it. It's a labor of love. So if you want the penguin already made ornaments, S87 is $7 and S88 is $6 if you just want the wool to make it yourself. And this coming up Monday from 11 to 1, we have a free felting class. If you're in the area and you want to come into the shop, you're more than welcome to come into the shop. Doris will be here in person, and you can bring any of your felting questions or any projects that you're working on. We don't really have a project that we're all going to be working on that day. It's kind of a catch-up day because we all have felting projects that we are working on. So anything goes for this coming up Monday. I believe it's July 15th. July 15th, 11 to 1. And we'll post the link on Fabric Chicks Stitch Along. If you're not a member of Fabric Chicks Stitch Along, then just go right to Fabric Chicks Stitch Along, like the search bar at Facebook, and type it in, and then you can join the group. And that's where we post all the free Zooms. We do a lot of Zooms. Okay, this one I only have a few panels left. As far as I know, I have 3 panels left. So if you've got a little one in your life, these are cute little stuffed animals. And we have 3 panels left. We're selling it for $12 today. So that is $3 an animal. You can always trace. I'm going to bring it over here so you can see it. It's got all the directions. S44 is $12. You can trace all these pattern pieces onto pattern fabric or newsprint or whatever your heart desires. You can trace all these pattern pieces and create your own patterns and then use your own fabrics. I strongly advise that anytime you have a panel that is a pattern. S44 is $12 and we only have 3 of those left. So that makes it about $3 animal, super affordable to make cute little gifts for when you go to visit the little ones. S44 is $12 for the 4 animals. And I have a Little Red Riding Hood, and we only have about 6 of these panels left also. So it comes with the fabric to make the blanket and the pillow. So you got the cute little pre-printed blanket and the pillow. And then you have Little Red Riding Hood, and she's got the wolf. She's got cute little skirt and a
Okay.
jacket, a cape. So super cute. If you have like a preteen, they can cut these pieces out. They're simple shapes. They can cut them out and they can help you make the projects. It's S26 for $14.95 and it comes like this. S26 is $14.95. Again, if you want a simple doll pattern, this is a great one. Just trace it and then you have a doll pattern. S26 is $14.95 for Little Red Riding Hood. And when those 6 panels are gone, that will be the end of it. Like in the olden days, we used to keep these forever because they were such good sellers. But we're trying to make room because we got a lot of new stuff that's been coming in. Okay, let's see. What kind of comments do we have?
No, I'm not a saint, Connie.
That doesn't even buy you a coffee. I know, Susan. $1 does not buy Susan, I tried to talk some sense into her, but she loves making them. And so I'm just saying you might want to buy the finished ones for sure. I know. Okay. If I missed any of your comments, retype them in so I don't have to go up because I don't know what I've missed. Hey, Evelyn, welcome. Hey, Judy, I hope you're having a good time in Oregon. And Mary, thank you for the eggs. I'm going to love them. I kind of just want to go home and make a cheese and egg sourdough sandwich for lunch. Lunch is kind of overrated here at Fabric Chicks.
It'll be dinner when you go home.
It's definitely going to be dinner. Okay, we have one of these panels that's a giveaway. So most of you have these in your stash, but they would make super cute pot holders, a little banner, all kinds of fun things you could do with them. You could log cabin around them and make them into mug rugs or placemats. You really have a lot of options. I think you could sew these long ones and make wine bags or gift bags out of them. So this is a freebie. Sorry, the fan is on high because it's so hot in here. Okay, so we have a freebie. Let me pull. Thank you, Evelyn. Yes, it is. Anita, I have Anita as the winner. Let me know if you're here. And then if you weren't the winner and you want to purchase one, we have them for $9.
You're welcome, Mary Vivi.
S36 is $9. I'm going to stand over here because it doesn't tend to blow as much. S36 is $9 for the panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could get 9 pot holders and 3 gift bags. 9 pot holders and 3 gift bags. That's $1 a pot holder. That's a pretty good price. S36 is $9 for the panel. Evelyn, did you see we had the farmer's market this week? In like the next few weeks, farmer's market here in Minden is going to be across the street from the shop. So you can hit the farmer's market and then come shop here. So let me know, Evelyn, if you want to do a booth. Did Anita respond? No, thank you for that panel. You don't have to be sorry, Anita, because somebody else is going to be so glad to win it. I have Terry Evangelo. I don't have recyclable. S. Okay. Hey, Alice, how are you? Okay, let's see if Terry's here. And, okay, girls. I don't have Doris here to help me because she's filming. So I'm going to run all of this stuff into the other room to clear space here. But I do have, this is ironing board cover by the yard, and it's normally $7. So we have it for $4.77. Don't ask why, except for it just seemed like because it was number 47, we should do 477. I know numbers; it's crazy in my head. So if you need ironing board material, or it's like just a good silver material, you can use it in all kinds of projects. S47 is $4.77 a yard. So if you need any of this, they used to cover ironing boards with it. I'm not sure what you do with it now, but S47 is $4.77.
I made a basket to carry my hot iron in.
Oh,
I used that.
Okay,
and
or
then
a
put-
bag. But a basket would be perfect.
Because
yeah.
I found the basket it
Yeah.
fit in, and
Yeah.
then I made the cover to go in, and my favorite witch fabric at the time for the outside.
Oh, perfect.
So it was really nice for packing
right.
the hot iron because I
Right.
didn't have to cool it down from all the workshops.
Sounds good. Or if you make a bag for your
bag
iron
for your
or a bag
iron.
for your curling iron,
Yep.
you could line it with this.
Yep.
And a bag for your curling iron would be super easy, and that'd be a great gift to give
That's-
all the people you don't know what to give them. S47 is $4.77 a yard. So I'm going to move this when I take this. And then tell them a joke, or say a joke.
I don't know any jokes. I listened to the ones on Saturday morning on the plant thing, but the kid, it's his grandson that says them. So when he gets to the punchline, he talks so fast I don't understand him. So I never get the punchline.
Well, that's kind of a bummer.
It is.
It's like a letdown moment. Okay, we have some fat quarters that I found in the shop that were just clearancing out. And so I went around the shop and I found patterns that are fat quarter friendly. So we have Ebb Tide. Ebb Tide is S35. And you just need 6 fat quarters and a yard and a quarter for background. S35 is $2.50. 6 fat quarters. So the fat quarter bundles I'm going to show you are going to be perfect for this pattern.
What? That was about 4 foot tall, wasn't it? Or almost 5 foot tall. The ironing board.
S47.
The ironing board.
Yeah, it was
It's-
about 5 feet tall.
It was almost 5 foot tall.
Yeah. So here I'm
Okay, just stand it right next to Doris and we'll know exactly how tall it is. I bet it's 4.5 feet.
About 46 inches.
About 46 inches.
About 46 inches. Okay, we have Ebb. Oh, you know what, Lynn? I forgot to do the astronaut fabrics today. I know I said I would. Oh gosh. Well, do you need it ASAP? Because you can FaceTime me and I'll show it to you. And then otherwise I'll put it on next week. I'm gonna put a big note so I remember. It's just been crazy around here. I literally had 5 quilts brought in by 3 different people today to longarm that need them like tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I'm not joking. The lady was like, can you have it done by Tuesday? I don't think so. So on with this. S31 is $2.50. S31 is $2.50. This one is 6 fat quarters. S31 is 6 fat quarters. S32 is a cute little table runner. We did it out of Easter fabrics in the past, so you guys might have bought it when we showed you it with the Easter fabrics. But it needs a couple of fat quarters. So it's kind of fat quarter friendly. This is another one. You could just do the half square triangles and make a table runner. If you just do 1 row, it would be a table runner, or you could do more rows. You could actually do like 1 row of those and use it for a balance. There's all kinds of things you can do. S33 is $2.50. S33 is $2.50. And then this one is great for fat quarters and a panel. So 4 fat quarters are what goes around it. S34 is $2.50.
Did you sell the Kiss Kiss Little Fish soft cloth book?
Yes. I did.
So yes.
Oh, yes, I am super sorry. I called you and then I waited a day or two and then I put them on. They sold really fast. Like I held them up and they all sold. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you had called back. S35 is $2.50. I do have the sample that I could sell you, which would be one of them. If you don't mind not making it, I could sell you the sample. S35 is $2.50. I also, I do need to go in the back room and reorganize everything. So one of them could have gotten one of them could have been put in with the other panels. They could have been mixed up. So let me double check just to verify to make sure. I'm going to write a note. Fish. Okay. I'll let you know. Solar flares, Lynn. I know it is crazy. Okay. So with that, showing you all those fat quarter friendly patterns, we have some fat quarters and I spend my whole evenings making these into cute little bundles, but you can't really see the fabric. So I'm going to take them apart. So I have 2 of these bundles. So we're just going to give them to the first 2 people. $20. All of these fat quarter bundles are going to be $20. So we have 2 of these. S16 is $20. S16 is $20. And it's got these cute little green springy fabrics in them. S16 is $20, and we have 2 of those. S16 is $20, and we have 2 of those. And then we have a cute little African bundle. So you've got a fat quarter of the border print. You've got the black and white print. You've got this one always reminded me kind of a quilt. And you could also use these in collaging or piecing that vest that we showed you last week. And then you've got some kind of blendery solids. So this one is, of course, I lost the number. I buried the number. Let's see here. Did the wind blow it? Well, you're getting a second chance to see all the beautiful fabrics. We have 3 of these bundles. 3 of those bundles. Gosh. I have no idea what happened to the number. Where could it have gone? Did you see it go anywhere?
I didn't. Because I was still looking at that one.
Okay. This is attached to it. Okay. Hang on. We're just going to make a new number. So if you bid on that one, okay, S96 is $20. S96 is $20 for the African fat quarter bundle. That's 6. This one is 6 fat quarters. I believe this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fat quarters. So that all the bundles we're going to show you have between 6 and 7 fat quarters. So these are good little deals for, let's see, we don't need those extra ones. This one has, I think we have 2 bundles of these. Gosh, I don't remember. So this is another African one here. I'm going to move this way. So you have elephants.
Okay, don't lose that number. You just flipped.
It's pinned to it.
Good.
Okay. Well, the other one was pinned to it too. That's why I don't know how we could have
lost it.
It
might still be in there somewhere.
So S30 has the elephants. It has some trees. It has some leaves. And then some batiks that just color coordinate with it. I think we have 2 or 3 for S30. Okay, S96. I think we have 3. I'll double check. So we'll go to the first people. And then S30 is the elephants. You've got 4 batiks here. Then you've got the palm print, the palm trees, and the elephants. So S30 is $20 for that fat quarter bundle. It makes me kind of cry to take these fat quarters apart. Oh, this one's a different one. Okay, I'm going to give that one a different number. Okay, this one is kind of a fall colors. So you've got a great sunflower print, and then the leaves that go with it, red tone on tone with sunflowers, the border print, and a couple of tone on tones, and then some K Facet shot cotton. S70 is $20, and I think we only have one of these. I'm pretty sure there's only one of these bundles. S70, and then we have, gosh, I'm gonna have to fold those and make those look nice tomorrow. This one is actually a different elephant one. And so we only have one of these, S20 or S97, $20. Let me put a pin on this because the wind is kind of crazy. This was one of our best-selling elephant panel fabrics ever. It's the last piece I'm sure that we have in the shop. But this one was a fun one. It's kind of boho-y, and then you've got a great little swirl that goes with it, and some batiks, and tone on tones. S97 is $20. S97 is $20. And then that, I think, is it for our fat quarters. So let me move these out of the way. And then stay tuned. I'm just going to run these in the other room. We got a lot more really good deals today. Gosh, it's so hard to keep up. Okay, I can't get to that yet because it's gonna fall. So we have a lot of you might have this already, but we have the flamingo pattern that makes a bag. So if you've never made a bag, this is a great one to buy. Trace the pattern and keep the directions, because you can make a bag, a reusable bag, out of any of your fabrics. But if you don't want to turn this into a bag, you could also use this fabric to do a wall hanging or pretty much anything you want. You could make a jacket, flamingo style, and collage it and embellish it. S45 is $8. It makes a reusable tote. This is what it makes. So this is what the tote looks like made up. And then we do have one kit left. So this has the strap material. So you get the strap material, and you also get lining material in the kit. So we made it up and we put lining. We lined it, even though it doesn't call for that, but just makes the bag a little bit sturdier. But if it's just a reusable grocery bag, you don't necessarily need to. S46 is $15 for the lining and the panel. It's normally $24.95. We only have one left, so we want to get rid of it. And then we have the panel. S45 is $8. S45 is $8 for the panel. And we have about 6 of those left. Okay, let's see what else we have on our magic pile. I did not get if you watch this all the time, you know I usually do 150 items. We did not do 150 today because I did not get my act together. So we're just going to do what we have. If you watched Monday's demo, I took this. So I love the scrappy tape because I love using up our scraps because we all have them. And fabric is not cheap. So you need to add your scraps when you can, but I think it gives more interest when you do add scraps to your quilts. So this is the scrappy tape. If you've never used it before, it's a wash away. So it's kind of like flip and stitch. You're gonna lay your scraps on it. And so I often will start with, if I have a bunch of scraps that are kind of color coordinated, I'll start with the 13-inch, and then when I cut it down, you have leftovers, and then those I'll put onto the 2.5-inch. So there's lots of different ways you can use the scrappy tape. The S27 is $49 for 13-inch wide. And then the 5-inch wide is S28 for $39. S28 for $39. And then S29 is $19 for the 2.5-inch. So you can use the 2.5-inch and take all the leftovers from a quilt that you've made and then sew it onto the 2.5-inch and use it as a binding. There's so many things. If you watched our Monday demo, I took a square 13 by 13-ish piece of the wash away. I just laid all my green fabrics on top of it, pinned them, took it over to the sewing machine. I was just going to free motion all over it, but my machine was not cooperating. So I did a little zigzag on all the raw edges. And then I took my 60-degree ruler. I cut out one big tree. And then after that, I cut out a billion little trees. You can go back and watch it. And then I sent it home with Tina, so Tina can add it to one of her quilt panels, her art panels, and embellish it. So she'll bring that back, and we'll see how that goes. But Carolyn, who was in our free Zoom on Monday, so the second Monday of the month, we do a Christmas prep Zoom so that we can work on projects for Christmas before November. And so Carolyn, after the Zoom, she went and she did it herself, and she showed it to us on Monday night in Victor's class. And it's crazy. A 13-inch square is literally going to make like 8 little trees. So that was a super fun project and a quick and easy way to use the scrap tape where you just lay everything down. You're not sewing each strip. You just lay it all down and then just free motion to secure it all down. And then you can cut it up and you basically created your own piece of fabric. If you are going to do it the flip and stitch way, you want a roller. The roller is S71. So you don't want to iron it after you sew each seam. You want to use the seam roller. So it's kind of nice because you don't even have to get out of your chair. Although you do need to get up and walk around every so often. Okay, girls? Make sure that your ironing board is on the other side of your sewing room from your sewing machine. So you have to get up. Otherwise you get up and you're like, oh, you all know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to move this out of our way so we can do whatever is next. Gosh, we're going to have so much fun sorting through this tomorrow. Okay, a lot of you have these panels already, but we cut them apart for classes. And so we've got random. So I have about 6 of each of these. So we're selling them individually. If you want, we have a cute little deer. She'd be a cute pillow.
That's a fox.
A fox. Sorry, it's a fox.
I was chasing a deer this morning through my yard. Yes, I was.
A deer? A fox?
No, a deer.
A deer.
I
You
was
have
chasing-
deers in the ranches?
We're inundated with them.
You are?
Yeah, we have.
I didn't think they came to this side of the highway.
They live in the ranches.
You have them too?
Once in a while.
We don't have
No,
any
they
deers
come
on
eat
our
my
side.
vegetables.
Oh.
So we have all kinds of things going on.
Oh, I thought they
We
just
had to-
lived over in Genoa
No,
against the mountains.
no.
Oh.
We got them in the
Oh.
ranchos.
I hit a deer when I was like 16. I just bought an old Honda Accord, and I hit a deer coming up the side of the road, and totaled my car, my very first car. Okay, S37 is $6 for the cute little fox. I'm going to stand over here so it doesn't blow so much. It's about 22 inches, so you could get a pillow form. In the class, we made dimensional pine needles, and we thread painted it, and we bedazzled it, and we really had a lot of fun with it. S37 is $6. S37 is $6. You could turn it into a pillow, a wall hanging, a tote bag, all kinds of fun things. And then we have the little ones that went around it. So we have a bear. So you can make pot holders. You can put this on the pocket of a tote bag. All kinds of fun things you could do. S38 is $3.99 for the bear. S38. It seems like it doesn't blow as much if I stand over here. S38 is $3.99. S38 is $3.99. S39 is the cute little rabbit. S39 is the cute little rabbit.
With a cardinal in the back.
Yes, super cute. The squirrel, I love his facial expression. S40. S40 for all of you squirrels on Monday nights. I have quite a few of you in Victor's class, the Scrappy Squirrels. S40. If you haven't joined Victor's class, it is a lot of fun. He teaches new techniques. So we have new projects every Monday. And you don't really need to know what it's going to be because you're just going to use your scraps and learn a technique. At the end, like eventually you'll have enough blocks and enough things that you could put it together if you wanted to. But most of us are just there to learn the techniques. And then after, it's from 5 to 7 is the lesson. And then at 7, it's social hour, and you can talk about anything you want within reason. S41 is the cute little deer. S41. S41. I know I need to finish thread painting mine. I haven't finished my project from last year. This one we only have 2 of. And I am working really hard at getting all of your guys' shipments out. I should be able to catch up May first of next week, I think, maybe. S42 is $12, and I only have 2 of these, but it's a pretty big quilt. So if you could just put a backing on it for a kid, for a Christmas gift, I always think it's perfect to take these kinds of things on Thanksgiving when you're there visiting, wrap it up, give it as a gift, and then they have the whole month of December to enjoy it. S42 is $12. You literally could just quilt it and throw a binding on it, and you've got a lap quilt already ready, or they can put it on the wall. You could bedazzle it if you want. It would be fun to like put buttons like on his beard or something. S42 is $12, and I believe we only have 2 of those left. Okay, we've got a new line of fabric. I'm super excited about this. S015. S015 is Jason Yenter in the beginning. So it's a great border print. So you're going to get this repeat 4 times. And then the Go With It fabrics. It's just beautiful. It's kind of watercolory-ish. S015. We've got it at $9 a yard in the collection. So that's S015. 7 1 yards is $63. 7 1/2 yards is $31.50. 7 fat quarters is $25. And then we have the jelly roll. So if you want the jelly roll, it has 26 2.5-inch strips. It's Garden of Dreams #2 collection. And it is S12 for $24 for the jelly roll. So the jelly roll is S12 for $24. Hang on a second. I'm going to tape this if I can find my tape. S24 if you're looking for jelly rolls.
S12. $24.
S12. They would go with the flower panel from Monday. S12 is $24 for the pre-cut 2.5-inch jelly roll. And then we have a super good price point for all of you piecers out there. You know I'm not one of you, but I do appreciate what you do. S13 is $11.95 for the book. $11.95 for the book, and you've got kind of like a Bargello. You've got great directions with pictures in case you're not a reader like me. But this book would be great with any fabrics. I could see it with some cape fabrics. This is piece like a Bargello, which would be fun. I like this one. I'm more drawn to this one. You fussy cut the border print and cut it into circles and then piece the borders around it. And then we have...
Was Connie Wiggins just commenting and said jelly roll, or does she want it?
She wants it.
What's the number?
S12. So you've got this great book, whether you use these fabrics or other fabrics. You're getting a lot of patterns for $11.95. S13. S13 is for the patterns. There's about 6 of them.
So I counted 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So S13 is $11.95. I don't know if you guys have been around a long time. Remember when we did this with one of the other collections they had? We did this. It's like a kaleidoscope. It turns out absolutely gorgeous. You do need 12 yards. I believe I counted, no, 7 yards. So if you want to do this, the pattern is $8. S14 is $8 for the pattern. S14 is $8 for the pattern. And you're going to need 7 yards of the border print. And then any background tone on tone would work. So if you want to do this pattern with this, you can do it with any border print. You can do it with a Halloween border print. You can do it with anything. But if you're going to do it with this, you're going to need 7 yards of the border print. Okay. So that's the collection. Those are the patterns that we have. And then we have the fabric line, and we're doing it at $10 a yard. So S05, it is absolutely beautiful. S05, $10 a yard. In the Beginning fabric by Jason Yenter. S05, and then a great green one that would be good for like bindings or sashings. S06, S06. And S07 is a great little ditty dot. This one would be great if you're doing like a Sophie collage. It would be great for that. S07, S06 is the green, and S05 is the large floral print. And $10 a yard, you can't go wrong. So if we get a good deal, we try to pass it on to you girls. Once we put it back in the shop, though, it goes back to regular fabric prices. I love these oranges. Phyllis might need some of this for herself. S08. S08 is a great orange with a smaller floral print. S09 is a little bit more rusty, vibrant, multicolored, kind of an ombre, but not. S08 and S09. S08 and S09. So these are all $10 a yard. If you do get the collection, it's $9 a yard. So we try to be consistent with the fabrics being $1 less if you buy the collections. And this is a great little floral, S10, S10, and then the border print is S11. S11 is the border print. If you're going to do that kaleidoscopy quilt, you're going to need 7 yards of S11, and at $10 a yard, it makes it affordable. So that is those. I do have 2. I ordered the orange colorway and I ordered the purple colorway, but they only sent us 2 fabrics from the purple colorway. So a lot of these fabrics will go with it. But if you want the purple colorway, I have S90 and S89. And I think these would be really beautiful, even if you just did bench pillows. You know how we've done it in the past, where we just do one of these, like a half a yard, so 18 inches wide by 1 row of the border print. We'll make a super cute little bench pillow. So eventually, if I can get my act together, I might make up a sample. But then you can put some Swarovski crystals in the center of the flowers, bling it up a little bit. So the border print is S90, S89, S89. And then the one that you could use for backing or sashing or binding is S90. S90. And then this green that we showed you earlier goes with it. So you can pull in the green. So that is that. And the collection, once again, is at $9 a yard. So 1 yards are $63, half yards are $31.50, and fat quarters are $25. And then we have the jelly rolls, S12 for $24. S12. S12 for $24. If I've missed any of your comments, let me know. I think it's just
It's just been orders for a while.
Christy says with the fan blowing, it looks like a model shoot. That's what I feel like. I'm like, it's getting stuck in my lipstick. It's ridiculous.
Better than sweating.
Yes, it feels so much better than it has felt in here all day. And Phyllis, is Connie Kaufman on?
I
Don't remember seeing.
Well, Connie Kaufman is such a sweetheart. She mailed me a little personal fan for my moments in this room. So we're in a 10 by 10 room. It's very small. I know it looks like it's ginormous. It's very small. And the sun beats in the window here, so it's hot already. But now with no air conditioning, and it's like 105 degrees outside, it is so warm. So warm.
Connie's here.
Hi, Connie.
Connie Kaufman.
Phyllis is using your little fan.
I was so nice. I'm such a nice person. It was very hard for me, but I gave Phyllis my personal fan. And she's got it around her neck, trying to like cool down. Like Connie probably just said hi because she thought she won something. But all you get is just our thanks and gratitude for thinking ahead and sending us a fan.
But she didn't really give it to me. She loaned it to
I loaned it to Phyllis. I loaned it. I did not give it. I loaned it temporarily. She, I think, might steal it to go home because she said the ride from her house to the shop was like horrible. Okay, so we have, let's do here. In case you guys didn't notice my bracelet, this is another gift from Connie Wiggins here. So it's a wooden bracelet, I believe from like Michael's or a craft store or something. Here, I'm going to take it off so you guys can see it. It's a wooden bracelet, and then she painted it with a metallic paint, and then she glued on our tape measure ribbon. We're out of this colorway, but I do have this colorway, and fall is coming up. So S95 is $4 a yard. S95 is $4 a yard. And then the smaller one is S94. So just depending on what size you need. And we will be ordering some more of this soon because we're down to the last of it. Let me put it this way so it's not upside down. Doris doesn't like care. Well, she doesn't correct me where Roger would have corrected me because it's going the wrong way. S94 is for the smaller one, and then S95 is a little bit larger for the hand dyed. So this is a hand dyed twill tape measure ribbon. You can use it for a lot of things. Oh, Sue, you're pretty smart. She has a neck cooler around her neck. You dip it in water and it keeps her cool. I know. We were talking about in Victor's class, ordering those water beads and then putting them in, making a little sleeve for them to go around for your neck. All the practical things that we need, like toilet paper holders. I'm actually super excited because I think Michaela, at first I was like, who makes toilet paper roll covers? And then Michaela said, oh, I'm doing mine out of National Park fabric for when I go camping. And then I thought, oh my God, I just went camping and our toilet paper was like falling on the ground. Like everybody was looking for the toilet paper. Okay, we got some practical things here for you ladies, like friction pins. So some of you bought friction pins last week when we had them in the pretty colors. I ordered the pretty colors again, and this is what they sent me because Mario doesn't pay attention. So we have black and we have blue. So if you're not familiar with the friction pins, do not write your checks with them because you can get rid of the ink. So that's why we as quilters and crafters love it, because it is heat. If you put your iron on it, it erases, it disappears, vanishes. So you can trace your embroidery, you can put your quilting lines, whatnot. S92 is $3.29 for a black one. S93 is $3.29 for a blue one. And once you have these, you'll use them a lot. The next thing we have, okay, Lynn. Hey, Michaela. I'm super excited to see my toilet paper roll cover. I know it's supposed to be a surprise for my birthday, but you know, when I can put two and two together when you ask me what color I want for it. Okay, so we have these cute little embroideries with flannel fabrics, and I think this is that might be some wool in there, but I think it's flannel. We don't have the patterns in stock right now, but we can get the patterns. Both of these kits come in one kit. So if you need something kind of quick and easy to take with you, it has the frame in there. It has the pattern. It has the burlap. This frame broke. It has the burlap. It has the buttons and the fabric that you need. So it is S91 for $26. S91 for $26. That's $13 per kit for the project, which is a really good price. S91. It's a super cute. You get both of these for $26. You get the flannel fabrics, you get the burlap, and you get the frames. S91 is $26. S91 is $26. I can't wait, Michaela. Literally, I'm super excited about it. When I never even thought about taking it camping in a little container. But trust me, if you camp, you know how important that is. S77, we only have a few of these panels left. They'd be great to make into placemats. S77 is $10 for the Christmas Longhorn steers. S77 is $10. S77 is $10 for the Longhorn steer panel. And we only have a few of those left. You could put these into placemats. You could put them into quilts. Gift bags would be super cute. Gift bags. All kinds of fun things you can do. Get a jump start on Christmas. Don't be like
anybody from Texas would love one.
Yes. If you have anybody, yeah, Texas people. S77 is $10. S77 is $10. And we have a little bit of the fabric line left from that, so we've got it at $10. These weren't from that line, but if you need some milk cans, I only have 2 1-yard pieces left of this. So if you want half yards, it's $5. Fat quarters is $2.50, I guess. S72 is $10 a yard. It's got wagon wheels and milk cans. Wagon wheels and milk cans. S72, $10 a yard. We only have a couple yards of that left. S75, $10 a yard. It's a great green. A great green. Nothing wrong with Texas people at all. I wish Texas big hair would be as popular here as it is there. Because I love big hair. S75 is green. It's a great little blendery green. S76 is beautiful yellow with a little bit of lavender peeking through, some pinks and a little bit of greens. S74 is pine needles and pine cones and berries. So all of these are $10 a yard, $5 a half yard. Terracotta, how much do you want of S72? Do you just want 1 yard? Do you want both yards? Do you want half a yard? I know, Victor. Michaela is trying to get us to all come visit you because we know you're never coming to visit us. And we all have passports. So we might You never know. This group can get crazy sometimes. Okay, perfect, terracotta. And then we have the light bulbs. So S73 is the Christmas lights. So $10 a yard. It makes a great pillowcase. It makes great gift bags. And gift bags are literally so quick and easy. A lot of the people on Monday night, instead of making a toilet paper cover, they turned their bag into gift bags. So super quick and easy. $10 a yard. And what do we have next? Okay, this kit we are clearancing out. You guys are really lucky. We're clearancing out a lot. So if you're new to watching, you just have to call the number scrolling at the bottom of the screen and give us your shipping information and all that good stuff. You don't necessarily have to do it right now though, because
Doris can't answer the
nobody's
phone.
going to answer. Yes. Okay, S43 is $60. S43 is $60. And it's going to be 59 by 75 quilt. 59 by 75. So you've got 2 panels in here of the dragonflies. They're realistic looking dragonflies.
There's my red one.
There's 2 of them in this kit. And then you've got so even if you don't want to make the quilt, the fabric is fabulous. This is what the pattern looks like. It's 59 by 75 dragonfly. So it's a good size lap quilt, almost a twin size, I think, but I don't know what size is a twin size. It could be a twin size, 59 by 75. Yeah. So that's what the kit looks like. If you don't want to make the quilt kit, we only have 2 of these left. You can always just take the fabric and do whatever your heart desires. So S43 is $60 for all of this fabric. It does make this kit with the binding. So if you're into dragonflies, which I love, everybody in my family, we all have forest names. And so my sister, she's Pasty Bear because they were hiking one day and a white bear came up on them. And so she is Pasty Bear. It was probably a brown bear, but because she's so white, they call her Pasty. But if legend has it, the albino bear. But we were river rafting and dragonflies kept swarming me. Like we're all in one boat and the dragonflies just were swarming all around me. So my forest name is Dragonfly. Like Devin's forest name is Honey Badger. We all have forest names. S43 is $60 and there are 2 of those kits. Hey, Michaela, I bet your friend just showed up here.
Yeah, she did.
Hey there, how are you?
Good. Thank you.
So, and my red dragonfly visited me again this morning. So it has been visiting me twice now this past 2 weeks. And Doug keeps seeing a black one.
Poor Ann, she's on overload. Gosh, I would say you be lying, Ann, except for I feel like the whole world is on overload at this point. Okay, let me get this all back in the kit so I don't lose it.
Dragonflies are good luck, she says. Well, good. We need them.
It is true. I do when I swim in the evening at the house. There's like about, when I first started swimming there this summer, there was like 4 dragonflies overhead. Now I've got like a swarm of about 16. So they must be breeding at night when I'm not looking. So what's still buying? I don't, and life is so crazy. Okay, I have some black and whites on today's sale because we're doing a bunch of applique in Applique Club. And sometimes black and whites are great to use as backgrounds for your projects. So no matter what, you should have a stash of black and whites that you can go to. So I went around the shop. I found all the black and whites in the shop. So I'm going to lay them out. Then I'm going to go do the filming myself because Doris is answering the phone. So these are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 11 of them here. So a lot of them are black and white or white and black. So here is the collection. Just a great variety. If you're not going to get all of them, this one I use quite a bit for backgrounds because I like that you've got the concentrated blacks and then they kind of space out a little bit. So that one is one of my favorites for using. But I do love adding black and white to pretty much everything. You can never go wrong. So, oh no, Merriman's lost 7 minutes. Okay, so that is the collection. Hopefully I'm putting this where it needs to go. The collection is S068. It's $110 if you get the 1 yard collections. That makes it, I think, 11. I don't know how much it makes it. Half yards are $55 and fat quarters are $40 for the 11 pieces. And then we have it $12 a yard here on the sale, S61. So if you just need yardage, these are by Wyndham Fabrics and Andover Fabrics. S61 is $12 a yard. S61 is $12 a yard. S64 is $12 a yard. S64. S64. It is pretty modern looking for sure. S65. You just can't go wrong. Black and white is classic. A lot of times, any quilt, if you just throw in a little bit of black and white, it just makes it pop. S65. At one point, people used to say if you throw in a little bit of yellow, and then at one point it was like, oh, you have to have a piece of red in your quilt to make it pop. But I think black and white, it's neutrally. S63 is a great polka dots, $12 a yard. S63. And of course, we do have some black and whites, not in this collection that I pulled that are batiks. S62. This is another one that's great. It's kind of not so drastic in the black and the whites. S60, S60, S59, S59. And then this is circles and squares, S57, S57. Kind of mismatched circles and squares, kind of tossed. Would love to stay, but I have another commitment. All right, Sandy, we'll see you soon. Maybe Monday from 11 to 1 when we're doing felting. Even if you're not doing felting, you can still join in and work on whatever you're working on. You might learn some tips and tricks from Doris about adding felting to your fabrics. Because I'm going to show you in a minute how we took fabric and I bedazzled it with ribbons and silks and things. And Doris took it and felted it. So we're going to show you that in a minute. So Sandy, if you do miss it because you got to go, you can always come back and watch it and just hit the button so that it takes you towards the end so that you don't have to watch the whole thing all over again. S50, although I know it's so fun. S58 is the plus signs. Oh, look at I poked myself. I'm bleeding.
I'm off duty.
You're not a nurse?
I'm off duty.
Here.
Okay. Wait a second. I don't want to bleed on the white fabric. Okay. And then we've got the white with the black pluses, S55. S55. And then S56 is the one that I really use quite a bit with the concentrated and then the less circles. Just gives interest to whatever project you're working on. Kind of unexpected. You don't know what you're going to see. Okay, so the collection again is S068. 1 yards are $110. Half yards are $55. And fat quarters are $40 for the collection. And whoa, poor. Are you getting behind?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do some freebies because we always seem to run out of time when it's time for the freebies. We get to talking too much about things. Okay, I have Carolina Moore's light. It's a purse light. It has a magnet, and then it has just a little, you've got different things, like if it's an emergency, you've got like a little flare flashlight. So it just clamps in your purse. It's called a purse light, so that you can see inside your purse. So I got 1, 2, 3 of these. We have 3 of those lights. Carolina Moore, if you haven't followed her on Facebook yet, you should. She's a lot of fun. I have Fran Harris. I have Judy Spivey. And Terry Evangelo. Did she ever say hello? Way back when. Here, I'm going to scroll up.
That was a long
That was
time
so
ago.
long ago. I don't even know where it would be. Terry Evangelo. Did she say hello?
Fran's here.
Okay.
Terry Evangelo, she said, yes, I did.
Okay.
Good, because she
Okay.
was going to find you.
I'm going to put you up here with the winners, Terry. Fran said hello. I have Judy Spivey. And then I have one more. Good thing Sharon's keeping us honest. I have one more. I have Stephanie. Stephanie, and Stephanie, we are limiting what you guys can bring to the mini retreat in August, because I just found another project that we're going to really love doing.
And Stephanie's here.
Judy Spivey, did she say hello?
Did not see Judy Spivey.
Okay, Judy,
but Fran
Judy.
and Stephanie.
Okay, and then I have a little bag of metal buttons, cute little kind of modern buttons. And I have Barb Stobner. Is Barb here? Barb Stobner. Wait till you see it. It's going to be so much fun. Like I'm just making a pile. Okay, if you want this, it says Pump Up the Color. It's one of those pins. I know you guys collect these pins. I have 2 of these. If you want, it's from the Home Machine Quilting Show 2009. It's a vintage for sure. Those are free. If you need pins for your collection, let me know, and you can have the Pump It Up colors. I know Michaela collects pins. Who else collects pins? And who doesn't already have it? Because I know a lot of you already have it. We have given it away before.
Peggy and Jenny.
Okay.
And Victor loves pins.
Victor, you don't. I can guarantee you, Peggy and Jenny probably have this one already, because we've given this one away. So make sure you haven't already gotten this one before. The Pump Up the Color. I'm putting your guys' names on it, but if you have it in your collection already, let me know and we'll give it to somebody else. Peggy and Jenny. I only found 2, Victor, so if they already have it in their collection, they'll let us know. It's crazy how many people like it. Okay, I didn't see Judy Spivey or Barb Stobner. Did you guys?
No.
Okay, I'm pulling their names off. Gotta be quick around here. I've got terracotta on the buttons and the purse light. I have Jenny Duarte. Jenny's here because she just commented. Terracotta was here. I'm pretty sure she's probably still here. You caught up? Okay. All right. So look at this, girls. I can even get rid of this. So if you're new to watching, I'm a little bit of a hoarder. But I used all my little scraps. This green here was a border of some, came on a panel. It's throwaway fabric for sure. But I couldn't throw it away, so I had to save it. So it's part of my Christmas tree collection. This is all the scraps that I had left over. And I could honestly, rip this one off and use it next time, which I'm going to now that I see it. This is my problem. It's a disease, okay? So these I'm going to reuse on my next Christmas village, but these I'm going to put into dog beds. But out of all those scraps, that's literally all that's going to waste. Okay, let me make sure I'm not still bleeding. Okay, are you going for a contest? Blondes have more fun with that hair blowing. Yes, Katie, I am. It is so, Katie, I know you're late to watching because you're always late, but our air conditioning downstairs went out. So they are ordering me a new one, $13,000. So I'm going to have to sell a lot more fabric. I might have to go stand on the street corner so that I can pay for new air conditioning.
So we're living with fans.
Yeah, we
It's
have
survival.
We have one vintage fan in this room, and it is doing quite a good job.
It is.
Like, I'm almost thinking.
It is the coolest it's been in months in
Yes,
here.
yes.
Since winter.
Nobody believed me that the air conditioning wasn't working in here. I kept saying, it's not working, it's not working. Roger kept saying, you have it on the wrong setting. I'm like, no, I don't.
And when was it turned off, or so the vent was off or something?
Yeah, the vent was closed. No, it's broken. So we're waiting on a new air conditioning. Okay, this I showed it on Monday. This is one of Tina's original artwork designs. We only have one of these left. So it is S1361. It's $24 for the first one who go get the Woozy fan. Elaine, somebody else said that too. I'm gonna have to go to Costco. I have to go to Costco anyways because I have to feed 25 people on Friday. We're doing my 50th birthday over. 50 again. So I gotta feed a bunch of people. Okay, so you have the directions here. We only have one of these kits. You have the directions here to make the apron. And this is the artwork. We only have one of these left because we sold most of them on Monday. S1361. So it's out of a canvas linen. If you're, you could line it if you wanted, but it is heavy enough you wouldn't necessarily have to line it. In the kit comes the pattern and the twill for the apron strings and the string that goes around your neck. So this is S1361. Of course, if you don't want to turn it into an apron, you could cut it and turn it into a wall hanging and bedazzle it. You could also turn it into a tote bag for your sewing machine mats and rulers for when you go on. Okay, S1361 is sold. Gosh, Mary Minch, you almost missed out. We sold 3 of them on Monday. We only had 1 left. It's not just a sweatshop anymore. It is a sweaty shop. It is a sweaty shop. I have been dripping. Elaine, I am totally going to get the Woozy, just so I could say Woozy. Okay, so we have this beautiful panel behind us, this kit. We just cut it super simple piecing to make it into a lap quilt or a wall hanging. It's great for a Christmas quilt, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. But it's a great pattern for any panel. We do have the panel at $12, S85. S85 is $12. This is a Stephanie Brandenburg from Frond Designs by Northcott panel. All of her artwork is absolutely beautiful. You could bedazzle it with the silk ribbons, Swarovski crystals, so many fun things you could do with this. You could cut it up into smaller pieces and just have an abstract quilt. S85 is $12. S85 is $12. Or you can get the kit, which we have on special, because literally we got to clean. If you've ever seen our overstock room, you know what we're talking about. S84 is $32 and it's normally $49. So you're saving $17. So even if you don't want to make the quilt, you can just take out the fabric. The fabric is just at regular price when we do it inside a kit. So you've got the pattern and you've got the fabrics. S84, $32 is going to make that quilt, which is about 34 by 54 inches. So if you wanted to, you could add more borders and turn it into a bed quilt. But super good price point for a quilt kit. It could be Christmas, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And then we have this panel. So if you wanted to do this quilt, it's called Subway Titles, and it has one of the original panels, and then it also has one of these panels. S86 is for Subway Tiles, but you could actually use any panel in it would work. S86 is for the Subway Tiles pattern. And then we have this one, and I'm going to show you first what we've done with this pattern. So this is the pattern. The circles are on the outside edge. And this is what Doris did with it. So at the mini retreat we had in January, I gave everybody one of these panels to bedazzle any which way they wanted. So Doris took wool and she felted it. So this here is what the original panel fabric looks like. And then this, she used the same colors to recreate it. And then this one, she went rogue and used a more purpley mauvey color. So this is an idea for you for felting. If you've never felted, this is a great cheater way to kind of get a jump start on not having to create your own felting. I took this big panel and I bedazzled it. So this was the original panel. I added some silks to it. I added dimensional flower petals. So I kind of just traced the flower petals, put a backing fabric on it with steam inside of it, and then just thread painted it. So I just kind of bedazzled and made it dimensional. So we do have these panels available. I have a freebie panel. Let's see. So we have these panels are available. I have a freebie panel to Fran must have been sharing a lot. So this bucket that we have here, a lot of times we do different, we put names in for different reasons, but we have everybody's name in there is, I believe, from sharing, but it could be from purchases also. Sometimes we just keep going through, we combine them, you never know. But Fran, you just won this panel, and you guys are going to have to let Charity know that, my comments went away and it's asking me to put a new.
Fran's here. She said, thank you. Yay.
Okay, perfect. You guys are going to have to let Charity know that she won earlier and she didn't comment. So, because she always complains that she's never a winner. But she always is a winner. She wins quite a bit, but she just isn't here when she wins. S83 is $6 if you want to purchase this panel. You could also turn these smaller ones into mug rugs or a candle mat. S83 is $6. S83 is $6. You get 5 of the small ones that could be coasters. S83 is $6 and then a larger one. S83 is $6 for the panel. S83 is $6 for the panel if you would like to purchase it. And I don't know what Doris is going to do with this. She's probably just going to leave it here so it's a sample of what you can do with fabric. So just for you guys out there that are felters, I love this Christmas wreath of Stephanie Brandenburg's, but it's like I have to bedazzle it somehow. So I looked at vintage mice, Christmas mice. So I'm gonna felt, or Doris is gonna felt. I'm not sure who. I might pay her 3 cents an hour to felt me a little mouse.
That's too much. It's only 1 cent an hour.
I know. Maybe a half a cent an hour. S82 is $13 for this wreath panel. And I'm going to give it to Doris. I just pulled this so you guys can see. I don't know why I hate mice. Honestly, I hate rodents, but I love vintage Christmas mice. So I'm going to have her felt a mouse in the center of this wreath. So S82 is for the wreath panel. But you could bedazzle it. You could add dimensional leaves. You could felt it. You could do all kinds of fun things. I just think mine needs a mouse in it. S82 is $13. S82 is $13 for the Christmas wreath, which is absolutely beautiful all on its own. But I think we always kind of need to add our own little touch to things. So S82 is for the panel for the wreath. S82. And then I only have one of these pieces of fabric. It is a black and white heart. It's 5/8 of a yard. And it does not say who it's by, but it's definitely one of our Andover fabric. So it's a good quality fabric. 5/8 of a yard. It is missing. Somebody cut out this little chunk right here, like a 6-inch square, but there is a strip of it here. So you have almost 5/8 of a yard minus a 6-inch square of black and white hearts, which you never see. 5/8 of a yard, we've got it at $6. S81, and I only have one of those black and white kits. One of those black and white. Okay. Carolyn, I knew it was going to be between you and Connie Wiggins. Connie's probably talking to Jim right now, and she's going to be really mad to know she missed the black and white hearts. Okay, we've got a few other black and whites on sale. We don't have very much. We have like a yard of this. S80 is $10. So like always, like it comes free with the extra strips. I try to keep all these together. It is 33 inches plus the strips that made it 36 inches. S80. Okay. And then we have a beautiful kind of a dark slatey gray rose. There's 2 yards of this. S79 is $10 a yard, $5 a half yard, $2.50 if you want a fat quarter. So beautiful roses. It'd kind of be good for like a Halloween. S79. I don't know if you guys can get a good picture of that. S79 is black roses. S79.
All of it.
Okay.
That's gorgeous fabric.
I know. I love it.
Got a good one.
S78 is $10 a yard, and it looks like there's 3 1/4 yards of it by PMB Textile. So it's another great black and white. S78 is $10 a yard. S78 is $10 a yard for the black and white by PMB Fabrics. And then I have a batik black and white collection, except for that I think some of these are navy, but they're so dark navy that they're almost black. So we have in the collection there are 6 pieces. 6 pieces. So $10 a yard. We should make that different. Okay, we'll leave it for now. Okay, $10 a yard, $30 a half yard, $19 a fat quarter for the collection. I do believe these 3 could be navy, but they could be black. What do you think? This one for sure looks navy-ish.
This one does. And it depends the angle you're standing at.
Yeah, like sometimes you look at it and you're like, it's navy, and then other times I'm like, I think it might be, I don't know. So it's navy-ish black, okay? Navy-ish black. S054, 6 1/yards are $60. These are batiks. All of these are batiks. $30 for half yards, $19 for fat quarters. And then if you want the white with black polka dots, it's at $9 a yard. $9 a yard for black and white polka dots. S52 is the tossed chicken feet. S52 is $9 a yard, and they look like little tweet feet. So S52 is chicken feet. S53 is black and white polka dots. And then the collection is for the boutiques. It is 6 1 yards, $60, half yards, $30. Fat quarters are $19. Uh-oh, we better spice this up a little bit because Phyllis is falling asleep. Okay, I have a couple of sale fabrics. There's not very much on the bolt. So, I mean, like literally maybe 2 yards of this black. $8 a yard. $8 a yard for this black on black. Just a good one to have in your stash. $8 a yard. And then we have a white on white. There's like not very much left, so we just have to get rid of it. So we make room in the shop. So great, just staples to have in your stash. S66 is the white tone on tone. It's kind of got like polka dots and squares. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, no.
Just a good white on white, $8 a yard. And then the black tone on tone S67, $8 a yard for little polka dotties. And this is a fun Christmas line with blue. Ann Linda Meyer, you'll like this. It's got blue. S48 is $10 for the border print. So you could always do a kaleidoscope 60-degree ruler quilt with it. But you can also do a lot more. You could cut it into bench pillows. You could do gift bags. So many things you can do with it. S48 is for the border print. And the go with it fabric is S49 for the snowflakes. $10 a yard. So if you're doing boutiques or Christmas gifts, or you got to make a lot of something for your coworkers or the people in your sewing group, these are great price points, and they are in the beginning fabrics by Jason Yinter. So S49 is for the snowflakes. 48 is the big poinsettia that you could bedazzle if you wanted. Border print. And then we have Halloween, because we love Halloween here at Fabric Checks. So this one has a cute little cat in it. S13, 2 kitties. It's the Haunted Mansion. S17 is $13. S17 is $13. Do I need to move back so you can see the cats, or you got it?
No, I got the cats.
Okay. So this kind of has everything in it. You've got the cats, you've got the bats, you've got the Haunted Mansion. S17 is $13 for the panel. S17 is $13 for the panel. S17. And then we have the fabric line. If you get the collection, S025 is $84. There's 7 in the collection. You've got the night sky with the, this would actually be good for like the Bethlehem quilt. You've got the nativity that has Bethlehem. That would be a good sky, I think. You've got the cat faces with cat yellow eyes. You've got the black swirls, kind of magical. You've got cats and bats and trees. And then I just threw in a yellow here so you have something to kind of pop it. So S084 for 1 yards, 42 for half yards, 28 for fat quarters.
S025.
Oh, S025. Thank God somebody's paying attention. S025.
Because I have this, right?
I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've shown it before.
Okay. No, I've got it. I saw that the other day, but I was like,
Yeah. Well, you might have a different collection.
I think I got both of them.
Okay.
It's Halloween.
Exactly.
I have to have them
Yes.
all.
I know. And someday we're actually going to do something with them. S18 is $13 for the sky fabric. I do think when I make the Bethlehem, I'm going to put this as the sky fabric.
That can go anywhere in the sky without it being Halloween.
For sure.
That one.
And then S19 is swirls and stars, kind of like Harry Potter-ish. S19. Have you seen Suacoat? The S20 is the kitty faces with the eyes. S19 S20 is the kitty faces with the eyes. Kitty faces with the eyes. They're kind of spooky looking. Like, look at this. This one right here is like rolling her eyes, saying, "What the heck?" She's like, just, I'm done already. And then we've got the night sky with the moon and the bats, S21. S21 is the night sky with the moon and the bats. S22 is just a good blendery yellow. It is called speckled, I believe. Spotted. It's called Spotted by Moda. It's just a really nice yellow. Spotted by Moda. And S23 is kitty cats, tree branches, and whatnot. It is directional. And I've got it upside down. It is directional. S23 is the kitty cats, the moons, the bats, the trees. And then the all over S24 is the mansion, the houses. So these would even be fun to cut out and create your own village in a collage. Lots of fun things you could do, or cut them out and put them onto pot holders or tea towels. A lot of different things you could do. Oh, I hate to do this. Okay, S025. I have a few fat quarters left from Doris's fat quarter frenzy, of which she's never allowed to do again because it was so hard. It was so hard. Although I'm going to tell you, in 2 months, it'll be like childbirth. I'll forget about the pain, and I'll be like, oh, that's a great idea, Doris.
Good, because I've already put away some quarters.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So I only have one of these. S1452 is $1.50, and it actually is from a covered bridge series, and it's like a toile sort of. S1452. It's $1.50 for the fat quarter. We only have one of those, so it's like a tone on tone, but it's got covered bridges. S1452. Oh my God. S1452 is covered bridges, and it's just a background. I used it in a border print with the panels, and I actually embroidered around each of the.
Victor gets it.
Okay. And then we have S1432 is a green camouflage. There's one of those. Here, I'm writing your name so we don't have to keep track of that nonsense. S1432
About
is
10.
$1.50 for the camouflage fat quarter. There's about 10 of them. Yeah. This is a red, it's got letters. It was from an ABC, Jane, Jack and Jill, Jane, whatever, vintage fabric line back in the day. S1312 is $1.50.
That one goes to
1432
Rhonda.
is Rhonda. So $1.50 a fat quarter here. We only have onesies. This is just a good tone on tone blender to put in your stash. It's kind of a peachy blush color. S1442. 1312 is Victor. 1603 is a beautiful little vintagey floral. Okay, the only ones we have left right now are 1603 is Victor and Victor. You gotta be fast on these fat quarters. It's ridiculous. S1602 is a fun little fleur-de-lis kind of a feeling. White, a cream with pink. S1602. It looks like we only have one of those left. S1602.
That's Victor.
This one, I believe, didn't you have fabric that there was a big piece of this fabric
Somewhere.
wasn't there?
But I'm not sure it wasn't in.
There might be multiple of these because I think Doris folded it today. S1361.
No,
It wasn't
today.
in that batch of fabric that I gave you?
not today, no.
Okay, so there may be more. This might.
But it might have gone out in an auction.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was
So
what I don't
1361. There's one definitely, but there might be more.
Sue.
1361 is Suacobe. And I think terracotta, if I can find more.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this, we have 2 fat quarters or a half yard. This was Eleanor Peace Bailey's daughter's fabric line, Laura Gunn. S1381 is $1.50. It's from, she did paintings, watercolor paintings and acrylic paintings, and then they made fabric from it. S1381 is $1.50. We've got 2 fat quarters. S1601 is, I don't know really, what do you call it?
And Linda.
What do you call that? 1361. There's 2 fat quarters or a half yard.
They're stylized flowers.
1381. Victor and terracotta.
Victor has this one.
If I 1381, if I can find more. 1381, if I can find more, I've got, gosh,
Yeah.
I've got Ian
And
Stephanie. Okay.
And
I'll double
Victor-
check.
Victor and Stephanie on this one.
Victor and Stephanie.
Okay,
And
the last
the
one.
last one, and then I'm forbidding Doris from doing this.
She'll never know where I hide them.
I know. S1591. 1591. This is actually a Heather Bailey print. Eleanor's daughter-in-law did fabric for a while. S1591. There's 2. 1591. 1381.
I think they're reading the numbers wrong.
Or it's like just delayed. 1581. I think Victor's talking about this because there isn't a 81.
Connie Wiggins also wanted to be on the 138
Okay.
one with Stephanie and Ann and
Sorry,
terracotta.
Chloe, it's 9-1.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
9-1. So
Okay, so we have one more fat quarter of that. If anybody, 159, I think Emily.
So
Hey, Emily, it's good to see you. Emily, okay. So fat quarter frenzy is over with. Thank God. Yep, like that is like never again. Till the next time, okay? So here we've got some strapping. We've got quite a few of these. We were doing it $5, 5 yards for $6. But it is great for like ribbon, for gift bags. It's a little bit metallic-y. I used it to put on the top of a wall hanging quilt to hang it with it. So 5 yards comes on each little batch for $5. S1203. 1203, and we have quite a few of these trims. So S1203, $5 yards for $5. S1203, 1203, 5 yards for $5. Do it all over again next month. OMG.
takes me 2 months to hide it all.
Yeah, she stores them in a little container somewhere where I don't know where they are, and then poof, they come out. Okay, we have a few options. Let's see what we've got. S05 is 6+ yards of flannel. More purple and lavender on hangers. Gosh, don't you love when you get people's little like notes?
Well, I'm
Can
sure
you
we
imagine
already
how
got rid of
organized that woman was. I don't know. We reused her bag. Okay, this has 6+ yards of fabric. It is Moda flannels. This one has a tree branch and a deer. This has pine cones, and then you've got a smaller piece of the green. So it's 6+ yards. Oh, we didn't put a price. Okay, we're just gonna start it at $6. That's $1 a yard. So you've got Moda flannels here at S05. 6+ yards is starting at $6. 6+ yards is OMG. This should have been 2 auctions.
Yes, Victor, I noticed you used the S tonight. You did a good job. And you still beat them.
OMG. Okay, S05, the auction is at $6. And then this one is strips
and
so
squares.
they are, it's a Christmas quilt, 8-inch strips. So you have 8-inch strips. There's piles of them. Well, some of them are a little bit smaller. Who knows what it is? It's hodgepodgey. But you've got all these Christmas colors pre-cut. If you want to do a strip quilt, you've got some squares here. So it looks like they did 2-inch squares and strips and did something fabulous, I'm sure. And then also in this auction is
a log cabin kit.
Oh, it could be a log cabin, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a log cabin. And this looks like it was kind of a watercolory quilt, but it does have a pattern on the back if you want to do it. But remember when we all were doing the watercolor quilt with the tiny squares? So if you're into that, you've got several little watercolor collection fabrics. This is from Keepsake Quilters. So you've got that kit in there also. You've got 2 of those. So you can do quite a few watercolor quilts if you want. And then you have Amish Children Fabric Kit, but no pattern. So you've got the kit for something. And then you've got some more of the Christmas stuff. So we've got an auction here. And we're just going to start this at $8. S68 is $8 for all those pre-cut squares. S68 is $8. So the flannel auction is at $18. We've got $18 at 6 plus yards. So you're looking at $3 a yard for Moda flannel. I don't know where you could get a better price anywhere on the planet. S05 is for 6 plus yards of flannel. S68 is for the 2-inch strips. Could be a log cabin Christmas quilt. And then the watercolor fabrics also.
That's at $12.
Okay, it's at $12. S68 is at $12. And let's see what else we have. Oh, this is a goodie bag of stuff. You know we're cleaning house when we just got a goodie bag of stuff. So, oh, here's a cute little border print of African people. So we've got a cute little border print. It looks like it's 1,
2 yards.
Yeah, 1 3/4 yards of this cute little stripe. You could put this on the bottom of a tea towel or any kind of fun thing. You could just cut it into rectangles or squares and then log cabin around it and get a little wall hanging or a pillow. You got some quilting treasures. It was like a fat quarter, but somebody used a tiny little bit out of it. So it's an almost whole fat quarter, but it's great rusts and greens. You've got it's just a big bag of random scraps, although some of these pieces are pretty big. You've got a 1/4 inch of this butterfly and flower. You got a little piece of ladybug that looks like it came out of our shop. You got some fat quarters. Oh, somebody got this.
They keep coming around everywhere.
Yeah, these
We
like
didn't-
breed.
We can't seem to get them all at one time.
So somebody might already have a quilt started with this and need a little bit more. You can bid on this auction. So we've got quite a bit of random stuff and then some fat quarters here. It looks like some of my scraps have gotten into this collection. S04 is starting at $5. S04 is at $5. And then I'm going to close these up so that I can.
That one's at $18.
$18.
With Fran Harris.
Fran Harris. Okay. Fran Harris, you just got 6 yards of fabric at $3 a yard for Moda flannel.
Elaine Johnson has
Okay.
this one for $13.
Okay, hang on. Fran is 18. And then Elaine is.
And SO4 is at $10.
Elaine is at 13.
2 of you.
Okay.
Elaine.
So the scraps went, the watercolor and log cabin went for $13. And then S04
is now at $12.
Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna move these out of the way so you guys can still watch what's going on. So if you want something for sure, if you're new to washing and you want something for sure, just bid up more because you're gonna be sad when it closes and we're like, oh, sorry. Look at this fabric here. This I used in my Baltimore Beauty quilt. I use this one all the time because it has so many good greens in it.
That's a leaf, appliqueur's leaf color.
For sure. Okay, we got another scrappy bag. It is, it's a flannel scrappy bag. Okay, so you've got a bunch of, here's some coordinated purples. You just never know what we're going to find here. I'm sure these all went together. Those all went together. Oh, there's quite, wow, we should have made like 2 bags here. This one, I can't tell if it's, some of these are not flannel, but they feel like flannel. Okay, wait, hang on a second.
Is it the brushed cotton or is it the flannel?
That's flannel. These are not flannels. So maybe they made a reversible quilt and they had the flannels on the back and then this on the top. I don't know. But it all coordinates together. This is a great blue flannel. These are some blue flannels. Your imagination is your only limits to what you can do with all these fun fabrics. Oh, this is like almost like a minky, I think. But you could cut those blocks up, super cute, and make a baby quilt. And then you've got the go with it baby fabrics. Here's some, oh my God, here's a bunch more that goes with this collection here. So you've got a huge collection. You could make this your focal point because there's a big chunk of that. So you've got one quilt here, and then you've got a bunch of randos over here. Some baby quilts, some blues, some fun stuff. S03 is starting at $5. That's ridiculous. I should not let Phyllis and Doris play together.
Yes, we did. So SO4 is at $12.
SO4 for the random fat quarters. You got quite a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 fat quarters, and then a bunch of random scraps. It's at $12. S03 for the ginormous bag of flannels and whatnots is at $15. Gosh. And we're almost getting ready. Well, we went through the last bin of one of the collections that we've gotten here at Fabric Chicks. We went through the last, well, it's mid. They're still trying to get through it. But Doris said I was going to jinx myself because I said, oh my God, thank God we've gone through all that. We've cleaned it up. And like, there's a whole empty section upstairs. And she says, you know, you just jinxed yourself. Somebody's going to bring in a whole nother truckload. S04. S04 is
Sharon Weber.
Sharon Weber.
$12. And S03 is Victor at $15.
Okay, Victor's at 15. So if anybody wants to outbid Victor, S03 is at $15. You have all of this flannel and not flannel, but it all goes together. So I think like one was one side of the quilt and one was the other side of the quilt.
Ronda's at 18.
S03 is at 18. S03 is at 18. And then you do have the baby fabrics that also go with it. Sometimes it's hard to track down flannel, so it's kind of nice to build your flannel stash. S03 is at $18. S03 is at $18. And then we have a cute little Christmas collection. This looks very Debbie Mum-ish, if I had to guess.
I think it's all Debbie
If
Mum.
you're newer to sewing, you don't know who Debbie Mum is, but in the day, she was like the queen of quilting.
It's a panel.
So here you have 3 stockings. So you could just use a regular fabric from your stash or from the rest of the fabrics in this collection. and make 3 Christmas stockings. So you got a panel for 3 stockings, and then you have some coordinating fabrics. You've got a yard of this one. No, it's not Debbie Mum. It's Thimbleberries from RJR Fabrics.
Oh, wow.
It does look very Debbie Mum-ish though.
Yes.
But it's Thimbleberries. And then you have the lining of the Christmas stocking probably.
Yep.
Or you could use this for something else. And this was Spectrix. So it doesn't say who it's by. But it's a go with it fabric. It's got cute little hearts and patch stars. So that collection didn't have a number. 3 Christmas stockings and the go with it fabrics. We're just gonna start that at $10.
So Michaela, you're starting at $10.
Okay, Michaela's starting at $10 for the Christmas stocking S54. S54 is starting at $10. And then the flannel collection here, we're gonna bag that up. It's at $18. You have a minute or so while I bag it up to outbid if you want it for $18. S03. Victor just took the stockings test.
Yeah,
$20, Michaela. Da-na-na-na. He ain't messing around. Okay, S03 is $18 to Rhonda. Rhonda for $18. And then S54 for the Christmas stockings. I think Michaela's crying.
Michaela's crying.
Poor Michaela.
It's $20 to Victor still.
Okay, $20. We've got the 3 Christmas stock. Oh, it is. It's a. Okay, guys, this is crazy. I have never seen this combination, but it is Noah's Ark. Noah's Noel. Okay, look at those closely. This is a treasure for sure.
Michaela's at $21.
Noah's Ark Christmas stockings. Have you ever heard of that? I have never in my 30 years of being in the quilting industry seen Noah's Ark, Debbie Mummish, Thimbleberries Christmas stockings. So, vintage for sure. S54 is at $21. You've got 3 Christmas stockings plus the go with it fabrics. This is a cute little patch star with a heart in the center. And then you've got the a yard of this go with it fabric also. S54 is at $21. Going once, going twice. Let me bid. Go ahead and bid. Is Victor gonna bid? Christmas stockings. They're at $21. I'll be nice tonight.
So
okay.
Michaela gets some.
Noah's Ark Christmas stockings. Going once, going twice. I'm giving you time to get all your written word through the airwaves. I've got $21 to Michaela. And let's see. Oh, Patrick and Michaela and Delilah, it's perfect for you guys. I'm glad you were the winners. Okay, I have 2 crochet thread needles. If any of you need this needle,
what size is it? Tell them what size it is.
I don't know.
It should say on it.
Maybe a size 10. It's so little, I can't read it. And then if anybody needs, these somehow ended up here at Fabric Chicks. If you need these cute little stands for like your photos, just put that you want the photo stands. Here's what they look like. They're yours for free. Whoever types it in first.
They are size 10.
Size 10 crochet needles or knitting needles, metal.
They're crochet.
Crochet needles. Okay, Jenny gets
wants the stand.
The stand. Okay, and then we have the crochet needles. If anybody wants them, let me know.
And the holder thing.
Those are gone already.
Yeah. Okay.
Victor wants, Michaela wants the needles.
We'll give them each one.
No, they won't
okay.
work with just one. Don't they need two?
No. Crochet, you only need one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Apparently, Michaela, you're not getting both. You have to share with Victor. Doris makes the rules around here.
I know crochet needles. I do know those.
Okay. All right, that's all we have for you guys tonight because it's after 6 o'clock and the girls are melting in here. But we really and truly appreciate you joining us. We couldn't do this without you. But we do love it when you tell your friends because we'd love to grow this. I think people don't tell their friends because they don't want to have competition with these fun auctions. Okay, so we are going to see you guys on Monday at 4 o'clock. I was going to say we're going to do a spontaneous live because we have some demos to do, but I'm going to say we're not going to do that before this weekend because we're swamped. So it was a good idea for a half a second, but I caught myself right there. All right, so have a good weekend. Enjoy. Stay inside. Get a lot of quilting done because it's too hot to go anywhere. And we will see you guys on Monday at 4 o'clock. Have a great weekend. Bye. 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 Thank you.